Excitement out of the Bronx, New York. I want to welcome everybody that's watching us live. Man, we have a packed house. The house is so packed, we can't even get any more people on here. But whoever invited you to this Google Hangout, you want to thank them, because what you're going to hear tonight, you're going to hear some live stories. We got a little bit of background noise. If you guys mute your mics. We're going to hear some live stories, life-changing stories from people from one side of the U.S. all the way to the other side. Because if you're tired of paying bills and you want somebody else to pay those bills for you, you're in the right place. Now, for those of you that don't mind paying your own bills, we got something here for you too. If you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, okay, struggling. Now, I know over here in New York, guess what? They just raised everything. They raised the tolls, they raised the subways, they raised the buses, and a lot of us throughout the whole United States right now that are still working a regular daytime job like I am and some of the other people on the panel today, your check has looked a little bit smaller since January 1st, or actually since about February. You've noticed your take-home pay is a lot less. Well, guess what? For you being here tonight, whoever invited you onto this Google Hangout, you want to thank them. If you see this on a Facebook wall post, wherever it is, you want to thank that person for inviting you here tonight, because this is going to change somebody's life somewhere, okay? So, again, my name is Kerry Mr. Excitement out of the Bronx, New York, National Sales Executive here with Vitel. Now, what is Vitel? People say Vitel Wireless, Vitel Energy, Vitel prepaid card, Vitel cell phones. Man, we're Vitel everything. It's like the Walmart of the best home business you've ever seen or been in. Now, don't mind the little scrolling tag right there. That's just some advertisement, because I show you what we do here. We do stuff a little different. You may have never been on a Google Hangout before. You may be saying, well, what's this guy talking about? Google Hangout? I've seen these things and people making, you know, funny videos. Well, we're not here about funny videos. We're here about showing you how to make money. So what I'm going to do real briefly before I let our guest panel down there, and there's a lot of people to get to, so I'm not even going to be long on the explanation. I'm going to give you a brief explanation of what Vitel is and why you should really thank the person who invited you here, okay? Now, Vitel launched nationwide January 1st, 2011. They're based out of Houston, Texas, and they're a privately held debt-free company. The founders has over 55 years of experience in business, and they have positioned themselves in multiple industries. And we're providing essential goods and services that people use on an everyday basis. It doesn't get any more exciting than this. Some of the trends that we've tapped into is a huge deregulation market, okay? Deregulation is on the move, and we've tapped into energy deregulation. You know, you hear the government talking about, oh, we're going to go green, we're going to go green. Yes, we've tapped into that market. We've also tapped into the telecommunications. Where's my cell phone? Okay, this thing here. Now, how many of y'all have ever left the house, okay, and left this device at home? You lose your mind without this device. We've tapped into that, you know, and the home-based business industry, revolutionary. More people are starting a home-based business nowadays than ever before, because that one paycheck that you get, if you're still working a regular job, it's not cutting it. And for some people, there are no jobs out there. Things have just happened in this country that have just changed, and people are looking for, forget the plan B. They've already moved on to plan D, E, and F. This is what Vitel is handling. Now, we got some great products and services that we've tapped into. Some premier cell phone carriers, one of which is Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint, just to name a few. Now, we didn't just stop there at those carriers, because we know we're going to have some better pricing. We're going to have a lot of the new cell phones that are coming out. But guess what? When you're able to order a phone from our website, you're not only saving money, you're not waiting in no store lines to do it, okay? You order it right from the convenience of our website, which you will have a website all set up for you, 1, 2, 3. Now, we've also tapped into what I call an untapped market, really. Do you know there's an estimated 70 million plus people that are on a prepaid cell phone? People don't like the contracts no more. They don't want contracts, and guess what? We've tapped into that market also. So we're going to have access to 70 plus million people that we can help refill their minutes. And guess what? If they refill their minutes from your Vitel website, guess who gets paid? Best Buy? No. Did I say Best Buy? No, Best Buy don't get paid. Guess who gets paid? The corner store at the corner of the block? No. Guess who gets paid? Walmart? No. None of those people get paid when they refill their minutes on your website. When they refill their minutes from your website, you get paid. And come on now. It doesn't get any better than that. Let me tell you guys, I'm going to make a lot of correlations to food. And like I always say, Vitel is like ragu. It's in there. We got all the ingredients for success from home and a business that is providing essential goods and services that, a lot of people can't go without. Again, as I stated before, we are in the energy market, okay? How would you like to get paid every time somebody turns on and off their lights? You got to turn on and off your lights? If you're watching me right now, you're using electricity to not only power the cell phone that you use all the time, but also power the internet that's providing what you're seeing right now. It doesn't get any better than that. We also tapped into we have access to front point security, cable services, a whole array of goods and services. Now, you might say, well, you know what? I've been thinking about getting Dish Network. Well, if I called up Dish because I wanted to get Dish Network, I wouldn't make any commission, okay? But if I was going to get Dish anyway, and I bought it from myself, or one of my friends or family was to get it, and they got it from my website, still affiliated to the same Dish Network, guess who gets paid? That's correct. You get paid. Okay, you get paid. And it goes on and on and on. Now, Vitel just didn't only tap into that. We have a suite of services called the Vitel Benefits Network. Now, with this Vitel Benefits Network, it's an array of services from roadside assistance, legal services, dining, identity theft. Now, I'm going to say real quick on identity theft. It's not a matter of will my identity get stolen one day. It's a matter of, when. Just recently, a friend of mine, family member, just found out, family member just found out that their identity was stolen, and the only reason they knew about it is because when they went to go file their tax return, guess what? The tax return was already filled out by somebody else that stole their identity. Retired couple, went to go fill out their tax return. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you already filed your tax return, and guess what? You already cashed the check. All right? It's going to take them about 4 to 6 months to resolve it. Guys, it's not a matter of if your identity is going to get stolen. It's only a matter of when. Okay? Hotel discounts, online shopping, entertainment, the list goes on and on. The Vitel Benefits Network really, really rocks. Now, you might be saying, okay, well, what exactly does all that mean for me? How am I going to make money sharing this program? Now, I'm not going to go into all the big breakdown of all of the ways we get paid, but just think about it. If you were to just market, just share that Vitel Benefits Network, which is only $49.95, just from a membership standpoint, okay? Not only will the company pay you $7 residual month after month for the lifetime that person keeps that total protection package, for everyone that you sign up, you're going to make a $25 Fast Start bonus. $25 the next week right into your account. Now, if you was to do if you was to do 3 of those within a week period, starting from Friday to Thursday midnight, okay, the company says, hey, for you marketing 3 of these memberships, we're going to pay you an additional $50 on top of that. Man, you know what? That's some good right now money. Okay? So not only are we taking care of the right now money, we're taking care of the long-term money. But guess what? I did talk about getting bills paid, right? You know what happens when you start to really share this thing to the next level? The company says, hey, for you marketing your business, for you treating your business like a business, okay, we're going to show you how. We're going to allow you to eliminate a bill. Well, what bill are we talking about, guys? We're talking about how would you like to eliminate your cell phone bill? Up to $125. How would you like to eliminate your cable bill? Up to $125. How would you like to eliminate your internet bill? Up to $50. Okay? I mean, and the list goes on and on. What about the light bill? The light bill, yeah. I like to eliminate that. Up to $125. How about you getting your business for free? Wait a minute. Eliminate the cost of me being in business, my monthly membership? That's correct. Now, for you marketing your Vitel business, we're going to eliminate those bills for you. And at the first level, you pick one bill. Whatever bill you feel that you want to choose to eliminate first. This is called the Freedom Club Challenge. Now, the reason why they call it the Freedom Club Challenge is because we want to get you free of those bills. But while we're doing that, we're putting some serious money into your pocket. Because once you've hit the top, say you've eliminated all those bills, and you've made it to the top of the Freedom Club Challenge. That's the Pierre Resistance. That sounded like food, right? No, but Pierre Resistance. Okay, the top of the Vitel Freedom Club Challenge. That's around 2,500 customer volume points. The company says we're not only going to eliminate all those bills that we already mentioned, including your cost for being in business. We're going to give you $750 luxury bonus. Now, it's called a luxury bonus because you can take that. Some people call it a car bonus. Okay, some people can take it and they pay their rent. What would you do with an extra $750? Okay, and I know what I would do, but you'll have access to that if you conquer the Freedom Club Challenge, which is relatively not that hard for just sharing the Vitel benefits opportunity with other people. And the list goes on and on. Now, we get paid for selling cell phones. We get paid for, refilling your minutes. We get paid a multiple set of ways. But I'm not going to be able to go through all of those ways right now because one of the ways I already gave you. But another thing that we have access to when people are coming in, and you might be saying, well, what's the cost? Let me get to the cost, but let me also tell you about something that's really exciting here, is that if you was to sign up with us and at a certain package level, and we don't got that many package levels, but let's just go from the top down. At the highest package level, you coming in as a Diamond Power Pack member. Some people may say $25 bonuses, that really doesn't do anything for me. I can make $25 hand over fist. Well, guess what? Coming in at the Diamond Power Pack level, which gives you access when you come into our one of our Vitel products, which is a Vitel hotspot. You're also going to get the Vitel Benefits Network, and your business expense and your marketing system. Coming in at the Diamond Power Pack level with all 3 of those things gives you the ability, and you're going to hear from some people tonight, to make $1,000 fast start bonus. See, I start out with the low money because some people like the low money. But for you people that are really looking at this, the high money, we have a couple people on who have hit that $1,000 bonus for sharing the Vitel opportunity at the highest level, which is coming in at the Diamond Power Pack level. You sign up 3 people within the 1 week, and it's $1,000 bonus the next week. Check in the mail, however you want it, we send it to you. Okay, that right there is phenomenal. What would an extra $1,000, and excuse me if I'm doing all these hand signals, it may look like I'm doing like Fruit Ninja, but what would an extra $1,000 next week do for you? It would change some people's lives. I didn't even talk about all the extra income that you make besides that. Okay, but we got some live people on, so I don't want to go into all of the breaking down, because we get paid over 10 different ways, and I can't go into that information on here. We'd be on here forever just talking about compensation. But at the diamond pack level, you're going to hear somebody that has done that, $1,000 bonus. We make that happen. Now, also at the diamond level, you know, we're also going to say, you know what? We're going to give you, and it's up to you if you use it or not, a $35 unlimited talk, text, and web, you know, on the Verizon, on the T-Mobile network, you know, cell phone service. So if you were tired of paying for your own cell phone service, guess what? At the diamond membership, coming in at the diamond level, you also have access to that $35 unlimited talk, text, and web, and the company's paying that for you because you're in at the diamond level. What, free phone service? And I make money and I get my bills paid? It doesn't get any better than that. Okay? Now, besides that, you're able to also market that $35 plan. So it's not even about you getting it for free. You're able to market it to people out there that are looking for, like, you know, great phone service at an affordable price. We're selling those like hotcakes. $35 unlimited talk, text, and web. 3 ways to get started with Vitel. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I can go into, but we're not going to go into that. Diamond Power Pack level, the highest level that pays you, that gives you the ability to earn that $1,000 bonus, is only $250 and about 82 cents. Okay? Now, the next level below that, you might say, well, that may be too high for me. Can I still benefit from this diamond stuff and come in at a lower package? Yes, you can. The next package below that, you know, is the diamond package without the power pack. Okay? And that package there is $69.99. We have a special going on. Okay? Now, what we're going to do also, since some people are saying, you know what, I really want to get in, is there a way, my money's kind of tight, is there a way I can come in even less because maybe I just don't have it? We got a lot of people that got the money and they're coming in, but I'm flexible. At the next package down, you might say, well, you know what? Do me a favor. We're going to waive your marketing. We're going to waive for 30 days, you know, your business fee. $49.95, we're going to waive that. The only thing that we ask for you to do is come in and get the Vitel Benefits membership for $49.95. So you mean I can come into business, if I didn't have the money, if I didn't want to make that big money up top, and I wanted to come in at a platinum package, I can come in for $49.95 because I'm paying for the Vitel Benefits Network, still have the ability to make some good, decent money, and I'm waiving my business marketing system fee for 30 days. After 30 days, I'll be paying $99.95. That's your Vitel Benefits Network and your business fee. You know what? Sign me up. But anyway, we have all of this explained. If you click the free tour button right up top, if you're looking at this through the Google Hangout customized page of the unit, right above here, there is a free tour button that actually goes into bigger detail better than I can. But with that said, that's about it for right now, because I know you really didn't come here to hear me rant and rave. You came here to hear some real people talk about real stories, why they got involved with Vitel, how they made $1,000 with Vitel in 1 week. Okay? So with that said, I'm going to open the floor up. We'll do like a little round robin discussion, And honestly, the topic for tonight, guys, and I'll get into my story later because I want to get all these people through. The topic tonight, okay, once you've told your story, you know, we're going to come back around, is that here at Vitel, okay, and especially at the unit, all right, there is no I in team, all right? We're making money. We're paying bills. I haven't paid a bill. I don't even know when's the last time I paid a bill myself, okay? Because Vitel is paying. The luxury of getting your bills paid by somebody else and making some tremendous residual income is priceless. So with that said, we're going to start from the left to the right. Actually, we'll start with who, you know what? We're not going to do it from left to right. We're going to do it different tonight. Normally we go from left to right. We're not going to do all that. Who wants to step up and go first? Let the people know who you are, where you're from, what made you join Vitel, okay? And let it go. Who wants to step up? Oh, who's muted? Unmute yourself. Raise your hand. Yo, you see them pointing? Like, I don't want to go first. You go. I don't want to go.
Hello.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, good. Ladies first.
Ladies first. Okay, no, we're going to do ladies first. All right, so back it up, bro. Put your mic back on mute. We're going to go with the ladies first.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Adrienne Jolly, and I'm coming from Nashville, Tennessee. And just basically my story is that I kind of came upon Vitel by accident. I was kind of being nosy and looking around and kind of found the name, and I was like, what is that? What is Vitel? I've never heard of that before. And the person that sponsored me before kind of told me a little bit about it, and I kind of looked at the videos and everything, and I was like, this sounds interesting. But really got me was when they said they paid your bills. Now that's what got me, because I was a nursing student, broke, and needed my bills paid. So that was the hook. That's what hooked me in, and I have not regretted it since. I mean, I just love the company. I love the team. Everybody's working towards success together. It's like Carrie had said, there's no I in team in this business. Everybody is just like a family, and it is just totally awesome. And they do pay your bills. People ask me all the time, do they really pay your bills? Yes, they pay your bills. And that is pretty much my story.
Okay, so let me ask you, Miss Jolie, you've gotten a bill paid from Vitel, right?
Exactly, yes.
Okay. What was the feeling like?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, a lot of people don't believe us, for real. A lot of people do not believe us.
I know.
They think I'm not even gonna say the W word, but a lot of people don't believe us. Okay. So what was it like? Which bill did you get paid first? Which bill?
The first bill was my cell phone bill, which is kind of steep because me and my daughter is on it, and it's steep. So and we just about got everything, so it's steep. So just to get that $125 towards my bill, I mean, I did a happy dance forever. It was just to get that email saying you got your bonus or you got your bill paid. I was ecstatic. It was off the chain. You don't even want me to do the dance that I did.
So it's safe to assume that your cell phone bill is over the $125 that we allowed to pay up to, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It is. It's almost 200. Yes.
So without being in Vitel, okay. One, you have the tax advantages of a home-based business. Duh. Two, we're paying your bills. So without being in Vitel, one, you wouldn't have the tax advantages that you do have now.
Right.
And two, you would still be paying that same cell phone bill, but without a $125 credit.
Right.
Now, if you called up Verizon, T-Mobile, Sprint, and say, I've been a loyalty customer for umpteen years, you know what, I deserve a discount. Can you give me a $125 discount?
You see me laughing.
Do you really think that's going to happen?
No, they would laugh just like I did. No.
Exactly, exactly. Now, you got another bill paid since?
No, I'm just getting the one bill paid right now.
And you're
But
working on the next one.
I'm working on the next one, real close to the next one. Really close.
Now, since you're able to pick which bill is next, which bill are we going for? Let's play. Let's make a deal. I kind of look like that bald guy on TV. Let's make a deal. Which bill we gonna pay next?
It's gonna be my business because I'm a diamond and I want to get that bill paid. So
look at that, guys. Her next bill is gonna be her business.
That's right.
So her business is going to be for free because the company is going to be paying for it. They're going to be paying for her cell phone bill, and she decided to make the next bill that gets paid is her monthly membership for her business. Guys, it don't get any better than that. Thank you so much. We're going to come back around to you. Okay? My D, I know you tried to bust in there and
well, you know, I'm one of those step-up kind of guys. You know?
Go ahead, my D.
I just go for it. I step up. My name is Mafia Dula. I am currently in Atlanta, Georgia. By default, I'm originally from New York City, from Brooklyn, New York. Bedford-Stuyvesant, for those who know New York to a degree. And my story is I'm not going to say it's different because I believe that there are several people out there who are just like me, just like me. Now, I had a very, very good job. I was a police officer. I started in New York City, and I moved upstate New York, near to a town called Binghamton, a real small town, right outside of Syracuse, where I was a deputy sheriff out there. And I heard of network marketing early in the 80s, and this was with another soap company. But the thing that surprised me with that is they pushed training. They pushed training very, very hard. I was on a book of a month, tape of the week, and every single week and every single month I was eating up all this material, and it did something. It did a transformation from the inside out for me because I was making enough money that I really didn't need that residual because I really didn't understand residual. I was just using the services because I enjoyed having the services personally. So the whole aspect of selling it, I wasn't really doing that. I was just taking advantage of the fact that I had a good product and I was learning, getting all this information. Now, something happened, when you have a good job, what you don't have is security with that good job. I wound up backing the wrong person, the sheriff, and I'm not going to say they did what they had to do, and it didn't go favorable for me. It wasn't something that I wanted. Yeah, they put me on a night shift, on a midnight shift. They put me in the mail room during Christmas, opening up Christmas cards and envelopes. And it's like the worst job you can ever have inside the police department. But that's where they placed me. I don't fault them for that, but the thing is, it taught me because every morning at 6:30 in the morning, it allowed me to sit in the front and open up the door to every single other officer that came through that door. And I would watch them park their cars, walk from their car, come to the door, and surrender who they were as individuals just to take on this job and to take on this persona, this personality. I mean, you have to understand, in that line of work, the most kindest thing I ever said to a person was, "You're under arrest." And I did it with a smile. But that was my job, because I figured everybody was guilty of doing something. You just haven't gotten caught yet. But for me, that was job security. That's what I had to do. And I would watch these everyday people, these decent people, surrender who they were just to come to this job, to make this money, to pay these bills every single day. So yeah, they did put me on that night shift, and yeah, it was some would think a real bad way, but for me, I learned because at the nighttime I was reading my book and I was listening to my tapes, and with that, it brought me to the realization that I was bigger mentally, spiritually than this job. And I put in my resignation and I left. And I opened up my own private investigation firm. And by doing that, that was in 2000 and that was in 97. So I opened up my own firm in around 2003. So I started working for myself. And that opened up a whole nother type of opportunity for me. I started traveling the world. I was working with platinum artists. And it was just, I've been everywhere. But in that arena, as lucrative as it is, I could not sing. I was not the singer. If you wanted me to sing a note, you'd have to write it down on a piece of paper and give it to me in my hand, and I would carry it. That's the only way I would be able to carry a note. You wouldn't want to really see me sing. It's an ugly thing. But that's not what I was there for. I was there for other reasons. But in that field, because I was the owner, I had no Blue Cross, I had no Blue Shield. And when I got injured, which I did, I was overseas and I got injured. And the flight that I was on that allowed me to come back to the States, land here in Atlanta, Georgia. And this is where I said, you know what? That's it. I'm not going anymore. I'm going to stay right here, put my stake in the ground. I'm not flying across the world anymore. And in 2007, I decided to stay here in Atlanta, Georgia. And it was the greatest thing for me because I met a whole different demographic of people here than in Atlanta, than in New York City. And I met this one gentleman when I was doing a side job. His name was Neville. And he sponsored me into Vitel. I was not looking for anything. I was not looking for an opportunity. But he saw in me that I was not, what can I say? There was something different. And I see it in people when I see them in the street. You see them, they go out here to their jobs, you see them at Walmart, you see them in the grocery stores, you see them everywhere. But you know that there's something different about them. They're not the 9-to-5 type mentality person. They're not the type of person that would say, you know what, I love what I'm doing. I'm going to work. But when in their minds, they know that they're bigger than that. Their hours don't equal their dollars. You know, they know that they're not being paid their worth. And if they were, they would not be there. And so he saw something in me and he approached me with Vitel. And like I said, I wasn't looking for anything, but I already was on Book of the Month, Tape of the Week, and I had that mentality. So when I saw an opportunity, I went for it. And what was so exciting for me for Vitel, they said, not only will you receive your commission, your residual, not only will you receive your fast start bonus, but you don't even have to touch that. That Vitel would pay $1,275 per month of your monthly household bills. That's $15,300 a year. Now, I couldn't say no to that. I went to an event that they had here in Atlanta, Georgia. I met Brandon Ivy, I met Reginald Stenson, but even beside the personalities, Scott Rogers, but beside all the personalities, I listened and I watched the integrity of these individuals, how sincere they were. And that is what made the difference for me. They were sincere. They were committed. They did what they said they were going to do when they said that they were going to do it. They weren't there to buy out the organization and do all kinds of crazy things that I hear about people who are in network marketing, unscrupulous type of things. Integrity is what made me decide that this is where I needed to be. And when I commit to something, I'm there. I'm there for the long haul. Now, my partner, my wife, she looked at me and she came with me to Atlanta, to the meeting. She told me, if you make one more bill, and she got into my face like this, if you make one more bill in this house, you and me gonna have a problem. And I believed her. That's what my wife was. She was not joking. One more bill. So she says, I'm going to give you 90 days to make it happen. And if I see you having to spend one more bill up in here, you got to quit that business. I don't want to see you dealing with that ever again. So I got busy, and I got smoking with this thing. I signed up immediately. Before I even left the hotel that evening, we went and got a laptop, and I signed up right then and there, and I started learning and coming to the trainings, and I don't know, it's something about the atmosphere of people who are going for it. I mean, who are passionate and they're going for it, and you know they're going for it. And the only thing you can think of, they ain't going by themselves, right? There ain't nobody gonna leave me. I'm going too. So I applied myself. So whenever the trainings were on, the webinars, I did not miss a webinar. I wanted to learn as much as I could about this business, because if I could duplicate and copy the right cat, then I knew that this thing could work. And plus, I had my wife I had to answer to. So I had to make sure that this opportunity had to work. And sure enough, within 90 days, I had already had one of my bills paid. And at that time, it was just my cell phone bill. But now I'm having my cell phone bill and my business. And now my wife is one of my biggest supporters. Whenever we go out, she says, you got your cards with you? Whenever we go into the grocery store, if she's going to the hair salon place, she says, I have some of your cards with me. And brother Jeff Trills down here, I'm way out of my comfort zone. I'm up here putting, tags on, phone booths and going inside barbershops and with my flyers and asking, can I put this up in your place? And people are calling, this system works, people. It works. It really, really works. And Vitel really pays. I mean, and there's so much more that's coming down the pipe. I don't even know it all as far as the compensation. All I know is checks do come in my name. And yes, I do cash them. Okay, that's all that mattered to me. But I'm not going to spend too much time on here. I just want to let you know that for me in my house, Vitel is the answer. I did not have to hear my wife being upset. As a matter of fact, it turned that frown to a smile, and I was able to I have an option now. I have an option of what it is I get up and do in the mornings because of Vitel.
All right. All right. Yo, my D, let me tell you, man, wife being the supporter, guys, if your wife, if your significant other is not on board, let me tell you when they come on board. Let me tell you when that frown turns into a smile. And my D said it. Okay? He said it. That frown turns into a smile when you start getting Vitel checks in the mailbox. Look at my eyes, guys. When you start getting Vitel checks in the mailbox, the frown turns into a smile. All of us have been through it. Oh, you didn't join another one of those things. Oh, like she said, if you get another bill in this house for some soap, for some rope, for some dope, look, guys, we're paying bills here. He now, his cell phone bill is paid, his business is free. Some of you are thinking like, we're lying. We got proof. We got bill pay proof on the website. Go up there, click that, that free tour button. We got actual bill statements of people getting their bills paid. We are showing you how it's done. My D, thank you. We're gonna bring you up a little bit later. Okay, let's move on down. Who's next? Who's the next person? Let me. Oh, wait. She got a finger up. She got a finger up. Let's go on. Take it away.
Let's go.
Hey there. I'm Angel Doan. I'm from North Carolina. Say below, North Carolina girl. Proud of it. And I gotta say, I don't know how to say your name, but I'm gonna try it. Madi. Your story was so inspiring. I mean, and touching and real. And I really appreciate you. I know I could just feel it. I connected with you, and you're awesome. And we need to connect. Okay. I'm Angel Dawn, and I'm 39 years old. I have been a single mom for half my life, and I've always been an entrepreneur. I was raised on a dairy farm, milking the cows, feeding the calves, the whole 9 yards, driving tractors when I was, before I was even a teenager. And I've always had that entrepreneur spirit because Daddy ran his own farms. And I was Daddy's little girl, and he was a hard worker, and he didn't answer to nobody, except for Mama. And I just got that in me. So at a very young age, I started trying to start my own home business. And of course, that was network marketing. And I got my feet wet. I tried so many different things. I have been in a lot of companies. I have done door to door. I have done direct sales. I have done the house parties. I have done the network marketing, of course. I have done internet marketing, affiliate marketing, website design, search engine optimization, virtual assistant. I mean, you just name it, whatever it took to bring in money. Oh, and waitressing and jobs. So I did have to join the real world, but I hate a job. I'm so sorry. I'm not anti-job for people, but for me, it don't work unless I'm the boss. So my jobs had to be me being a manager or head waitress or something. And I've struggled a lot. I mean, our lights have been cut off. Our water's been cut off. We've been evicted. I don't even know how many times we've moved. My kids couldn't even tell you. My girls who are almost grown now, they couldn't even tell you how many times we've had to move. And you know, that's hard. It's hard, you know, for all of us, but we were a team and we stuck together. And I was chugging along, doing my thing on the internet, and I got sick and couldn't afford my medicine. So things got really, really bad and ugly. I'm so sorry. I was not going to cry. I'm so excited. But this is tough. Can't believe I'm crying. Things got really hard, and we got really, really, really behind on everything. Cut off notices, evictions, car insurance, no insurance, hoping I won't get caught. Luckily, I didn't have a car payment. But I finally got some help to get my medicine. And I was just starting to recoup a little bit where I could focus and start building my business again. And this little 19-year-old boy came up to me. And he started telling me about Vitel. And he was very new to network marketing, and he didn't really know what to say to me, and I thought it was cute. And so I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Well, not really. I listened to him because I thought it was cute. And he told me some amazing stuff. Like, Vitel pays your bills. I was like, another scam, go on, because I've been scammed and scammed and scammed. And I was like, no. But I listened to him. And then he got me in touch with his sponsor, Penny Cobb, which is an awesome, awesome leader in the company. And she started talking to me, and we started comparing everything we've done. I won't name the companies, but you know, the big pink Cadillac and the the glass and the beautiful pictures, and I mean, you name it. And she said something to me that hit home. I mean, I'd already heard, okay, the bills, they pay your bills. I mean, Lord knows I needed somebody to pay my bills because I couldn't. And I wouldn't. And she told me, she said, you know, yes, I've done all that, and we've shared our successes and not so much successes. And she said, but you know what? She said, I said, well, what makes this company any different for you? She said, because I have finally found my home in network marketing. And that I got culture buttons. I got them now. I don't know if you can see them. Culture buttons. And I wondered. I really, really wondered what that felt like, and I wanted to feel it too. Because all these years, I've been in good companies. I have made some money. I've built organizations, but I never really felt it was my home. I just never felt that way. And when she said that, I was like, okay, I'll watch with the video. And I'll have an open mind, and I'm gonna listen to it because I needed my bills paid, and I wanted to find my home, and I wanted to make money. I watched that video. I couldn't even finish watching it. I was so ready. It was like an angel came. He was my little angel. An angel came and gave me the answer, little angel bells. And I find Vitel to be a blessing to me and to my life, because since I've joined Vitel, within 3 days I was in business for free. I had qualified for my first bill, and of course I chose my business because I couldn't afford to pay for my business. And I'm slowly getting back on my feet. At 7 days, I was promoted to team leader, and I now qualify for 2 bills to get paid. Yes. Woohoo! Yeah! That's my North Carolina coming out. But I'm going to choose my light bill. Definitely. I hate paying my light bill. And I have experienced, not only did I find my home with Vitel, like Mahdi has said, Mahdi, the integrity of the company. I have spoken to the CEO on the phone a couple of times. Where do you find that in network marketing? I can pick up the phone right now. My phone that's getting ready to be for free, my $35 iPhone, and it's going to be free, unlimited. But I can pick up my phone and call any of the top regional vice presidents in the company, and they're there. They'll bend over backwards and help you. The training in this team is crazy. They teach you mindset training, mindset skills, motivational, personal development, leadership skills. And we really are a team. But you know what? I didn't just find my home. I found a family. So it's just awesome. How can you, okay, you get your bills paid. I'm getting cold chill on skin. I just love Vitel. I'm so excited. I want to shout it from a mountaintop. I want to tell everybody. I can't stand it. I want to just tell everybody. I want to put ads in the newspaper. I just want everybody to know. Because how can you not be doing Vitel? You know about it. You're going to do it. Because it's awesome. It pays your bills. It pays you commissions. It pays you the top of the line residual. It pays you upfront bonuses. And now they got this crazy power pack where you can make $1,000 in a week just by referring 3 people, and every 3 they're going to give you another $1,000 in a week. But you know, it ain't just that. You've got team support, and you're building yourself as a person. I have experienced such personal growth since I've been on our team. And our team regional vice president has branched off. We are the unit of prosperity. And when you join the unit, you get access to such top-of-the-line training for free. You also get your own marketing system, conversion rates. Mine are 28 up to 50% on my capture pages. Conversion rates are unreal. The support is unreal. The CEO does not ever overpromise, and underdeliver. If he says he's going to do something, he does something. And he actually listens to the reps. If we've got ideas, I just emailed him today. Got a phone call from court. He was in a meeting. They was going to handle it for him. But you can actually talk and tell your opinion and what you think might make Vitel better, if that's possible. And they'll listen. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on. You see down here, join. Simple, Click it, click it, click it. And
Yo, let me tell you. Let me tell you. I mean, yo, guys, I'm gonna be real with you right now, yo. Tears coming to the eyes. Okay, when you see somebody get emotional, you know they're telling real life stories going on here. People's lights getting cut off. Now I know you see her in the dark, and she said she hate paying her light bill. She does have lights. She just got them off for the Google Hangout. You know, she does have lights because they were on before we started the Google Hangout. Guys.
here we go. See? Gotcha.
Yeah, let them know. Let them know you got lights. But guess what? Vitel is going to be paying that light bill real soon, guys. I mean, you hear it. Integrity, okay? Talking with the CEO on speed dial. When's the last time of your big company you had your CEO on speed dial? It don't happen all over the place. Right here, Vitel, we're making it happen. Now, I want, you know what, the women, Jeff, you're going to have to hold on, bro. We got the $1,000 man coming up soon, guys. If you want to know how he made $1,000 in 1 week, stay tuned. He's coming up real soon, but I want to keep it going with the ladies. Let's go to, which one of y'all going to jump out? There we go. Go on. Let's take it to another testimony. Let them know what you liked about Vitel, what got you here, what's making you so excited, and let them know a little bit about the live event that you just rushed home from. You know, Regional Vice President Curtis Clark. Let them know.
Yeah, hey everybody, my name is Becky Barefoot. I'm from North Carolina, and Vitel, wow. What can I say? You pay your bills, and you pay 6 times a month. I mean, 6 times a month. They'll send it. I look at my PayPal account, and I'm like, they send me an email, and I'm like, I got paid again? I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. And yesterday, I got my first, I don't know if you can see it. It was my first $10.99 I ever got. 6 months in a business. I was in one 4 years. 4 years. Never got one.
Let them know again. Say that again. The first time you got what in the business?
The first time I ever got a $10.99. I was like, woo, honey, I got a $10.99. I was like, it is, I mean, I knew it was legal. I mean, I knew it wasn't a scam. But I was like, I never got one in the business. I was in 4 years. I was like, they pay. And they're, you know, I'm official now. I have a $10.99. And that made me so happy. Okay. Yeah, I was in Durham tonight. Curtis Cross was there at Pastor Lennon's house in Cynthia and Quebec, and it was an awesome time. We had some 100% sign up tonight, and everybody. Well, Curtis Cross. I mean, what can I say? I love him. He is such a integrity, yeah, of a person. He's there. And everybody that I've met so far in Vitel, they are family. And you don't even, you know, I meet people on Facebook and we start chatting, and, you know, I like to give my support to anybody, encouragement, because it's so needed out there. I work with a state for 24 years this month, and I actually love my job. I actually help people with computer problems, and but I've been blessed, and I'm just trying to touch people's lives as they let me enter it. I cannot play God. I cannot, like you want to. You want to help so many people. Today I went to lunch with one of my best friends. She works with me, and I said, she was talking about her daughter, and I'm like, how rough she's having it, and I'm like, and this made me almost sick. I mean, you know, just to have to say this. I said, well, how is things going to change for her unless she does something different? It's not. And it made me almost, nauseous, because I knew I'd be hurting her, but I love her. And I was like, somebody's got to wake up. Because if you don't make the change for your family, it won't get done. And God gives us power to do it. He gives us power to do anything that we set our mind to. And I love Vitel, and I love everybody in Vitel, ones I don't know, because if I can ever encourage anybody, I will. I just love talking to people, and this is really out of my comfort zone. I am really out of my comfort zone. But tonight was a Curtis Cross. Whew, you can't get riled up with him and his Tanya, Jen Wright. They got to drive back to South Carolina tonight. Or Tanya does. Curtis is probably going to be on the computer or talking on the phone. But such a support. Team players. You're not by yourself in Vitel. And where else can you get your bills paid? If you work a little bit, you got to work a little bit. It's not free stuff. Well, it's not the free stuff like you get handouts. You got to do a little work. $125 for your cell phone, get my cell phone bill paid. I'm working on my business and my energy, and I want that $750. You hear me? That, not $1 million, $750. I'd love $1 million, but what would that change? Can't even buy gas for your house. Your parents have to help. When is that going to change? Unless you do something different. And we can't turn it on and off like a light switch to people that you want to help. All you can do is show them what we have, and if they see it, right? And then once we get on our feet and we can help people, but we can't help everybody. But anyway, look up there at the tour, sign up, get some more information for the person who got you on here, and do it for your family. Do it, because if I can do it, anybody can do it. Okay. Love y'all.
Becky, let me tell you, Becky. Woo! I love that story. I mean, guys, let me just move quick. Guys, she did you hear what she said? She loves her job. We are not downing jobs. We're not beating up jobs here. Okay? She loves her job. But she's still doing Vitel because her job allows her, working for the government, her job allows her to only help a certain nucleus of people. Vitel gives her the ability to reach an even bigger nucleus of people to help. Okay? If you didn't see the emotion or hear the emotion and see it, hear it and see it in her voice, on her face, okay? If you don't change, ain't nothing gonna change, okay? You can keep robbing Peter to pay Paul. You can keep, watching Montel Williams and advanced payday loans. You can keep doing all that garbage. It's gonna catch up, okay? There's only 24 hours in a day. Guys, Vitel is making it happen. Okay? With that said, we're moving down the line, guys. Down the lines, you heard about integrity. Curtis Cross is on the road, 100 miles back the opposite way. He just did a personal house meeting. He drove down the road, him and LaTanya Jenright. Guys, we do whatever it takes for our team. There is no I in team here at Team Vitel. Okay? Especially at the unit of prosperity. With that said, we're moving on down. Let me hear you, girl. Vicky, Vic.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Carrie. I feel blessed to be on this hangout with everybody here. It's such an amazing group of talent And I do feel like I am with my other family. You know, I really love my family dearly. I have married to my husband Steve. I have 3 children. Yeah, that's a full-time job right there, let me tell you. I have been fortunate to be able to stay home with my kids now for a few years. Not saying things aren't tight, because they are. But my husband has a nice job that he absolutely loves, and so I'm doing this to supplement what he's bringing in, and just to be able to go on the vacations that we want, and just do for the kids what his job can't provide, as hard as he works. Now, I'm an only child, so it's interesting for me to have 3 children and just survive that on a daily basis. But I'm actually from the medical transcription industry. I had done that for several years, and believe it or not, been outsourced by computers. We were basically ousted because these computers had a voice-activated feature that the doctors could now use, and they didn't need us anymore. So I didn't actually get laid off. It was just one of those things that happened. But I think, like so many other people out there, really just need something more in my life. And I have worked a number of jobs before that, and I always wondered why I skipped around to so many different jobs, never really feeling satisfied. And I think that I've come to the conclusion that I just can't have a boss. I just can't have that. It just doesn't work for me. And yeah, exactly. But Angel, like you said earlier too, I have tried many other similar businesses to this one, and I will name Amway because it really laid the foundation for this company. Yeah, and it wasn't the company for me. I have nothing bad to say about it because it has been through so many growing pains for all of us to be able to be here today. I did move past that one and moved on to several other different types of companies. Again, I didn't want a boss, so I've been basically just doing a lot of research on a lot of different companies to try and find the right one. I had been a part of a company previously with Curtis Cross and Becky Barefoot and maybe some others on this panel, and I saw the success Curtis was having, and I was just floored when he left that company. I wasn't upset that he left. I wanted to know why. I was like, wow, okay, this guy was hugely successful. He won cars, he won vacations, and made money. And so I took a look at Vitel. Actually, no one invited me. I invited myself. Because again, I had to know what my mentor was doing and why he had left this company. So that's kind of how I became involved with Vitel. But I will say that it was the best research I'd ever done on my own. And I called Curtis and I said, okay, I looked at your video and I've got to join. I've got to join this company. So that's what I did. And it's just been moving uphill ever since then. It's been a wonderful experience with everybody that I've met. And as far as the CEO of the company, I have met Scott Rogers, actually been invited to a personal, like a little webinar with a few of my teammates, Becky and Mike Penny. That was amazing. That never would have happened in any of the other companies that I had checked out previously. That just never happens. But Vitel is amazing if you're looking at it for the first time. It is, who pays your bills? No job will pay your bills. I mean, half the time we can't pay our own bills. So I think it's just a blessing that this company has taken on this responsibility to help us with that. I mean, they're going to pay up to $1,275 a month. That's like a part-time income. That's just crazy. And I am so excited. I'm having one bill paid right now, working furiously toward getting the second one paid. I'm picking my electric bill. That's I've got a house that, the electricity gets upwards of $300 a month, so I'm definitely going to have a chunk taken out of that bill next.
Man, let me tell you, you know, guys, the stories. If you heard what she said, okay, there are a lot of other mothers out there watching this right now that are stay-at-home moms that, you put the children off to school, you pick them up from the daycare, and you're home, you clean the house, you do the laundry, you do the stuff, you cook the dinner, but you still want to contribute more. Let me tell you, this is Women's Month this month. And you guys, I got to give it up to you. Women, they rule the world, okay? I don't got to get political on here, but if the next president is a female president, I'm voting, because you guys do so much and contribute so much in society on a whole. A lot of the top leaders in this profession of network marketing are women. The case in point, the women on the panel. We got more women on the panel tonight than men. Call that a clue, okay? And you notice there's a recurring theme with the lights, because women know lights are being burned all day. You tell the children, turn off the lights, okay? A light bill in excess of $300, you get a $125 credit off of that bill. I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Guys, you hear a recurring theme. Talking with the CEO. Who does that? Bills getting paid. Who does that? Checks in the mail. Who else does that? Yeah, other people may do some things a little bit, but we do it differently here at Vitel. Okay? I wear this scroll over here. I wear this scrolling thing outside. Because guess what? When I'm at the cash register, I'm doing my regular day-to-day stuff, turn $250 into $1,000 weekly, tired of living paycheck to paycheck, ask me how. Yeah, buddy. They ask me how. I whip out my card. I get the information, send them to our over 28% converting capture page, just like the one you're seeing right now. Go click that free tour if you want to find out more, or just join right now if you're ready to get started. And it's a done deal. But, guys, I told you I was going to bring them up, all right? The $1,000 man himself. Now, I do want to give a shout-out to Lou Smith. She was supposed to be on, but she had a little bit of technical difficulties. She was the $1,000 female also. She made the $1,000 bonus in 1 week. But we do got Mr. Jeff Trills, Mr. Maserati Trills, Mr. Pull Tab Marketing. Call him whatever you want. This is the man of the hour. He's going to let you know real briefly why he got involved in Vitel. Why is he so excited? Okay? But more importantly, what made that, how does it feel to get $1,000 in weekly bonus from the only company that's doing it the way we're doing it, Vitel? Let the people know, Jeff.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Y'all, man, y'all funny, man. I love it though, but I feel like I'm like about to go perform or something, man. That was awesome, man. Thank you for that introduction. It wasn't even by me coming up last, wasn't even like by design. So I want to give it back to you, Kerry, man. You the man. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even be here. And I like that thing in your chest, man. That's like the new S symbol. That's like the new Superman symbol. You know what I mean? I need one of those right ASAP. Yeah, that's
yes, sir, baby. Yes, sir. I don't talk to people. They come up to me. They ask me what's going on, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to the grocery store. They're going to ask me, how do I turn $250 into $1,000? I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Can I get down? Vitel, baby.
All day. You are the new walking billboard, man. I got to be like you. Shoot. I thought I was the walking billboard with my flyers. Shoot. You on the go, literally. So, but, I want to, if you out here watching this right now, a lot of us and everybody on this panel has said they joined because Vitel pays bills, right? But this is the reason why people are saying, and I got my headphones on, because I want to be all in. I feel like I'm in the studio. So it reminds me of my Def Jam days, you know what I'm saying? I'm all in, in the studio. So, and, I want to be tuned in, so, because I couldn't even hear everybody. So, back to what I'm saying. Everybody want to get their bills paid, but what does that even mean? You know what I mean? What does it mean to get your bills paid? See, people say, I joined because they paying my bills, you know? But by getting your bills paid gives you something better than just your bills being paid. It gives you stress relief. You understand? Your stress levels goes down because that bill you ain't got to worry about. See, right now is the 5th right now of the month. It's the 5th of the month. Anyway, somebody's paying bills, but guess what? I'm getting paid from the bills. All right? My mom pays cable bill, I get a check. Okay? That phone bill, that phone bill right here, I ain't pay it. Vitel paid it. All right? So they paid my business, and now I'm doing this business for free. That means no money out of my pocket to run my business. When I had my store in the mall, my minimum rent was $3,500, whether I made $1 or not. They had to pay. They want their money. Okay, and I couldn't say, you know, I ain't got it this month. You know, I don't got it. They said, okay, we'll close down and get about the mall. You know, so you had to scrounge up, and like February and January are the slowest month in business everywhere. Okay, so if you had the money, you was pulling from Peter to pay Paul. You know, so at the end of the day, getting your bills paid is a stress reliever. That's why people are joining Vitel, because they want to relieve some stress in their life. If they can relieve their stress from something that they got to do anyway, then let's do it. All right? Now, let's get to the money, because after the bills pay, now it's time to play, right? So at the end of the day, we need to get to the money. Why? Because now that you got the bills paid and you like, whoo, I ain't got to pay that bill. Cha-ching, baby. That's more money in my pocket, right? Now you're like, now I got more money. No, I'm going to show you how to get a pay raise, and it ain't going to come from your job, all right? By joining Vitel, you get a bill paid, you just got a pay raise, all right? That means that's extra money that would have been that's in your check that you get to keep, all right? So it's stressful right now. Over here in New York, they just raised the fares, all right? So everybody in New York City is hating the fact that the fare has been raised. It went from whatever it was to whatever it is now. And here's the funny part. They charging $1 just for a Blink Metro card. $1. What is this, a laundromat? I mean, seriously, like, that had me bugging out. Like, you're going to charge me $1 for a Blink Metro card? Really? I mean, okay. But, see, I don't have to worry about that problem because, one, I don't have to run to no job to go get the paycheck. That's one. So, when it was cold outside a week ago or so, I was in my house. You should see my before, but on my Facebook, I got my before picture or my before video. I was like hibernating, man. You know what I mean? Cause I can, not because not because I had to leave out the house. I could hibernate like Smokey the Bear because I can. You feel me? And I still made $1,000 in hibernation. So I love that, man. You know, but more so than that, we here to change lives. See, somebody's life is about to be changed tonight. Because before they saw this presentation, they only had one option, which was to pay their bills. Like this week, somebody's paying their bills or just got finished paying their bill. Like, dang, man, I just paid $500 in bills. I got $125 left. $125 left to last me the month. I got $125 left to last me the month. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I definitely been there. But to get a check in the mail, you know, $125 goes to my PayPal, but the bonus check comes to you in the mail for $875. You know, my aunt, she was very skeptic about me doing this business. She's like, Jeffrey, get a job. Get a job. I'm like, Auntie, I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? She's like, she wants to go in and after she retired from her job, she want to go open up a convenience store. That's great. That's pour a little heart. Go ahead and open that convenience store. You know? But when I showed her the check, she's like, guess what she said when I showed her the check? She said, oh, I thought it was going to be like $1,600. Come to me when it's $1,600. I'm like, little lady, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm saying. People don't believe it's even real when you're showing them a check. You know, they just want even if I showed her $1,600, she can be like, get a job because it's not going to last. Mindset, people. Mindset. Okay? What are you feeding your brain? What are you feeding your mind? Who are you listening to? Are you listening to the person that does not have, that's on your same level? Or beneath you? Or above you just by a little bit and feel like they know it all? Or are you listening to leaders that actually got stories to tell and got people that they helped and say, listen, if you join with me, I can show you what you need to be doing to not just help yourself, but to help anybody that you want to help. See, the power is people saying, oh, I don't want to be greedy, I don't want to have a lot of money. But if you look around in the natural world, everything is in abundance. Trees are in abundance. Fishes are in abundance. The ocean is in abundance. Everything that's natural and on this green earth is in mass. So why are we worrying about lacking? We worrying about not having more. We worrying about, oh, I just want to have enough. Do you know enough is not enough? Because when you have enough, you still can't do nothing with enough. So at the end of the day, I'd rather have more than enough so that I can help more than enough people. Make sense? You can't help someone if you can't help yourself. That's rule number one. But even if you do help yourself, people are going to say, can I get some of that money? Oh, I just got enough for myself. I mean, if I had more, I would give it to you. But all I got enough for me and my family. You see people saying, well, Jeff, why don't you just pay my bill? You know, I don't want to pay your bill. I want to teach you how to get your own bills paid. I want to teach you how to get your own bill paid, and I want to teach you how to teach other people to get their own bills paid. Because that's the real power. What you put in your mind is what you can spit out your mouth. If you don't put nothing in your mind, you can't spit nothing out. You be like, ragu, it's all in there, baby. That's all you're gonna say all day, because that's all you've been taking in. So at the end of the day, I made my $1,000 by why? Going to work, taking massive action, and people have not even begin to see what I'm about to do. I just got pressed up 1,250 flyers. All right, and I started last night, and I'm about to go every single day out in the street because I know there's somebody looking for my flyer. They're gonna say, "Thank God I seen this flyer," because I'm almost out of a job right now. They're talking about downsizing next week. See, you can't afford not to share this business with somebody because every day somebody needs what we have to offer. We are in the game. They're looking to come and play. You got to share this information at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So know what you have here, people, that the team, everybody who's watching this unit. You know, we have a huge team of people that are helpful, that is willing to help you get better in any way, shape, or form if you want it for yourself. Mm-hmm. See, you got to want it. Point blank in the story. Anything you do, you have to want it. All right? If you don't want it, it's never going to happen for you. I don't care. I talked to my friend and family. Okay, what else did you do? I went on Facebook and messaged the crap out of Facebook. Okay, what else did you do? Well, that's basically it. You didn't take massive action then. Okay? You have to know. Put it like this. I tell people all the time. They say, well, I put up a couple flyers, man, and some people call me, and that was cool, but you know, I seen the cops taking it down. I said, outdo the cops, right? So say people say it's illegal in my state to put up flyers, and I say I don't ask for permission to ask for forgiveness because I'm looking to bless somebody. Somebody needs my assistance. So if one person takes that flyer off today, I done did my job. Now, if I outwork the cops, they're not gonna go and take down 1,000 flyers in a day. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna, man, they're doing 10 flyers, man. I'm good. I'm gonna leave them flyers up there. I gotta go to break. I gotta go to lunch. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna follow you. So you gotta outwork the people who you saying is taking you down. Don't come to me and tell me it doesn't work. Outwork me first, and then tell me it doesn't work. That's what Will Smith said. He said, you could be the smartest, talented person in the world, but you would never outwork me. And that's the key. You get in this business and you work this business. You know what I'm saying? You don't cry about it. You don't go to your job and say, man, this job description is too much, man. Can you give me less work? Because I can't do this job. It's too much. You go to work and they give you your job, Peter's job, Jan's job, and tell you to have it done by 3 o'clock. You don't complain to your boss. You say, all right, sir, I got you. And then you complain to your neighbor. Can you believe he gave me Jan's job too? This is crazy, man. I'm leaving. But you ain't going nowhere because you want to be told what to do. And that's what we've been raised to be taught. When you as a baby, go to sleep. All right. Go to school. All right. Go to work. All right. But the child that's rebellious, that's the one that's successful in life. Go to sleep. All right, Mom. And be sneaking up, watching TV still. You know what I'm saying? Go to bed. All right. No. Go to school. I'll go to school, but I got to go here first. And then I'll go to school. Always the rebellious ones, always the class clowns, always the ones that do a little bit extra than regular are the ones that the people that go to work and go to school, the A students, they start working for the people like us, the ones that they call class clowns and rebellious people. All right? So at the end of the day, you want more in your life? What are you willing to do to get it? Point blank in the story. There's a link up top. Forget taking a tour. I'm looking for go-getters. We're looking for people that say, you know what? Show me what to do so I can do it. So let me show you what to do so you like to be told what to do. Click that link on the bottom. Pick a package. And if you're working with me or you're working with anybody on this panel, you're going to go for that $250. All right? Because if you want to make $1,000 a day, you got to go in or go all in. If you want to make the money that you want to make, you can't be no baby and come in at the low level talking about, I try. Try what? Try to pick up a pen. You either pick up the pen or you don't. There's no try. Try to have a baby, like Curry said. If she's pregnant, guess what? You're going to have that baby. You know what I'm saying? If all goes well. But at the end of the day, click that link on the bottom and get started. Because at the end of the day, every day you waste, another bill got to get paid. Now, either you're going to pay it or Vitel. You choose. I'm done.
Wait, yo, I don't even think I'm gonna tell my story. I tell you what, boy, I'm not. You know what, guys? Mr. Jeff Drills, Mr. Maserati, yo, this dude, okay? I met this dude. This dude met me actually on the internet. Okay, you put out enough materials, offline, online. People are going to be attracted to you. Bottom line, okay? Bottom line. We got so many people in our team doing their why videos, putting up why videos, why they decided to join Vitel. You know, why Vitel is not a scam. You know, we got it all over the place. We're just trying to reach as many people as possible, okay? You're not going to outwork Mr. Jeff Trills. Now, you know, not offline. You may do it online, but offline, that dude is a beast, okay? If they take down your flyers, it's meant to be taken down. Don't get emotionally attached to, ooh, my flyer blew off in the wind or the rain messed up my flyer, okay? Marketing materials are meant to do what? Be marketed, okay? Sometimes, you know, they're going to fall on bad soil. And sometimes that seed falls on good soil. And you sponsor, you know, a Vicky, okay? You know, you sponsor a Becky, okay? You sponsor a Madi. You sponsor an Angel, okay? You sponsor a Carrie Mr. Excitement, okay? You sponsor, you know, Miss Adrienne. I know it's going to mess up her name. Shh, don't tell her. Don't tell her. Okay? you sponsor somebody like that. Guys, they're all over the place, okay? If I was to show you our Facebook group right now, and we did have another guest that was supposed to be on, but he couldn't make it, you know, Carl. Carl was putting them in like popcorn, okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We welcome everybody that joins our team into our Facebook group, okay? There's so much welcomes going on, your mind just gets blown by how many people is joining team, you know, the prosperity team here at the unit. We make it happen. Guys, I'm in this business. You know, I'm married. I have a 17-year-old son, 11-year-old daughter, loving wife, you know. But more than that, I got into this business due to my mom. Now, years later, my mom needs my help, okay? My mom needs my help. Recently, she's medically disabled. Recently, she got diagnosed with the pre-cancer cells in the breast. Okay, I work a day job. I still got family obligations that I have to take care of. Okay, my mom is on a limited income. Okay, we live in a co-op. Light and gas is all included. But the power of Vitel, those bills that I qualify for that don't have to be paid here, guess who I could pay it forward for? By putting in my mom's light bill account number. I can pay her bill up to $125. Guess whose cable bill I can pay for? Her cable bill up to $125. Do you get the picture here? Okay, but not only, you know, helping my mom with her bills, okay, if you know anything about the healthcare system, okay, I'm gonna speak real to you right now. If you know anything about the healthcare system, the good doctors and the good hospitals that treat cancer to try to prevent it don't normally take nobody's insurance. So my mom has to pay out of pocket for a lot of the diagnosis and medical stuff that she needs to help to fight this before it turns into the big C. Because right now it's the pre-C, and we won't give it any more energy here tonight. But we are gonna overcome it. Okay? We are gonna overcome it. But before I go kill myself on a second job, okay, because there's only that many hours in the day, your body needs sleep, okay? God bless those of you working 2, 3, 4 jobs. I did that before. Never again. I'll do my 9 to 5, and when I come home, I'll work my 5 to faint. Because the 5 to faint in this industry, in this profession, will pay you more by going out and blessing other people. Like the Beckys, like the Vickies, like the Jeff Trills, like the Medies, like the Angels, okay? And all the other people that we have blessed so far to show them that there's a better way. When I tell you quit your job, because as you saw from this panel, we have people that love what they do. But guess what? They're still in Vitel to bless other people. We got stay-at-home moms that don't really have to do this, but they want to give their children even more, okay, and relieve the stress from the husband sometime because he's out there being the provider, okay? Guys, okay? We got wives just all of a sudden saying, don't bring another bill home in this house with another one of those things, who all of a sudden is saying, rah rah, rah rah, let me get some of your business cards, hon. Let me get some of your business cards. Okay? This is how we do. Okay? Let me get some of your business cards. So when I go to the hairdresser, I can talk about my husband's business that's paying bills and making residual income. Okay? Guys, we're making money here, okay? So that people don't have to worry about, well, you know, do I buy food or do I pay for my prescription meds? Okay? All right, come on. Come on, guys. We got some single parents on the panel. Okay? I don't know which story did it for you. I don't know which story did not do it for you, but you got to find your why you decided to take time out and look at what we're doing, because we're going to wrap it up here in about the next 5 minutes, because we did go a little bit over. But you know what? I feel it was worth it. I feel it was worth it because you know what? Somebody on this panel, somebody out there watching right now got some value from here tonight. Did I do a great presentation on what Vitel is? No, I ain't do no great presentation on what Vitel is. You know why? Because we got a third-party tool system that says click the free tour button and watch somebody professionally explain what Vitel is. We was here to give you the emotion, the realness of what we do and how we're changing lives. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of other companies out there that do this and that and the third, okay? But you know what? We're coming to you real, okay? With that said, there's a lot of people on...
Kerry, I don't mean to cut your wisdom, brother, but I had to chime in on that one, man. You know, first of all, what Kerry said, I found him on YouTube, that's 100% true. You know, in our previous company that we was in together, he was all over YouTube for that particular company. And when you see that kind of power that he had, when he had about 5 videos in the first page of YouTube about that company. And when you see that, you know, you're like, man, I need to work with that person. You got to be great in your own space in order to make true success in anything you do. And that's what you were. You were great in your own space, and you owned YouTube. So I said, you know what? I need to join that brother ASAP. And he gave his number, and I called him, and it was in. Another thing, I don't want people to mistake Vitel as this company that helps the poor out, because we got people in here that make money already. They got money. They don't need money. They don't need money. And that's not why they joined. That's not why they joined Vitel. Excuse me. I'm excited. You know, you got Madeir. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't coming out over here broke. You know what I'm saying? He got money. He was in the industry. All right, so he didn't leave the industry broke either. You know what I'm saying? But it was a different purpose for him. All right, at the end of the day, it was a purpose that he was missing and he wanted to be a part of. So he joined. Another sister that's in his group, she is paid. She's paid, but she said, you know what? I'd like to get my bills paid by another company though. Okay, I want to help some other people out. So you can be average, poor, or have money and still come in Vitel and see some kind of benefit in your life. Don't get it twisted now. This company is paying bills because of, like I said, not because of the fact of paying bills, but for the stress that is relieving off these people and how many people they can help who's not in their position. So I may have a lot of money. I may be a millionaire, right? But then I'm like, you know what? There's everybody coming to me like, hey Jeff, yo, can I get another $1,000 for my car note? I didn't make it this month. And you got a good heart, so you're like, man, all right, I got you. But if this company comes about, you say, man, listen, I got you, but here I do you one better. Let me show you how to get back on your feet. Let me show you how to get on your feet and stay on your feet and get those bills paid off by somebody else. So at the end of the day, guys, this is the everybody business. Not the poor, not the middle class, not the rich, but the everybody business. Because everybody is in this business, whether you like it or not. Bills will get paid whether you like it or not, and guess what? I'm going to get paid off of bills whether you like it or not. So like I said, Kerry, you know, if you got to look at this opportunity right now, position yourself. Position yourself for the best, because that's what we're offering, the best. You will never see another company like this. Kerry said earlier on the call, there comes the greats. There comes a company or a time in life where the greats start to happen. This is one of the greats. This is one of the great companies to be a part of. And like I said, this is where you want to be. Position yourself because you're already here. Position yourself to get paid from it. Position yourself to benefit and bless other people's lives. And that's all I had to say, man. Yo, bro, I thank you for being who you are, man. I thank you for everybody over here, man. But this is amazing. After this call, I'm going to go crazy even harder. I'm sorry. I'm excited. I'm going to go hit these streets harder because I have a greater mission. So that's all I got to say, man. Again, man, you do your thing, brother, man.
All right. Yo, thank you, Jeff. Real briefly, guys, we want to just give some recognition to the people that you don't see them on the call, right? You don't see them on the hangout right now. But Vicky just made area sales manager. So what I want her to do real quickly is just give a shout out if she knows the names of the people that she helped bless to come into Vitel. That gave her the ability to become area sales manager, and then we're just going to take it down the line. Madi, you know, you do the same thing. If you know the names of the people that you help bless, help bless and put on to Vitel, that gave you the ability to become team leader, and we're just going to go straight down the line because, guys, there's no I in team, okay? In order to reach any level inside of this company, they had to bless some other people, and we're just going to show them some love real quick by just, giving them a shout out. So, Vic, go ahead, take it from you.
Well, I have to give Becky Barefoot the biggest shout out. She was the first person that I sponsored onto my team. So definitely for Miss Becky. I also want to thank Mike Penny. He's a real big player on my team right now. Mike is one of the most amazing internet marketers I have ever met. And I'm going to be learning a whole lot more from him. A couple more people, Mary Mims. She's real quiet, kind of, in the background, but she's another person. And Tammy Boger. So those are just a few, but I just wanted to mention them.
All right, great. Madi, what's going on, buddy?
I'm telling you, I'm so excited, man, and I'm thinking about all the people who are a part of my team currently, who are currently coming to my team. I thank God for all of them. My sponsor, Neville Matsumoto. Thank you very much, Neville, for not stopping, because when he did call me the first time, I didn't pay him any attention. He had to call me and he says, so what are you going to do? You see this thing, what are you going to do? So that's the type of person he is, and that's the type of drive he has. So I want to thank you, Neville, for your consistency with what you are involved in. Also, Amanda Clark, one of my up-and-coming diamonds, Mr. Greg Jones, Mr. Tony Ball, Mr. BK Abdullah. He is a part of the record industry. Also, he actually did my video, my music for my video for my YouTube. That's my go-to guy. Also, Miss Yolanda out of Houston, Texas. There's so many people who are part of this team that make up. I'm just the one who seen it first and did something, but there are so many other people who are coming up that are great. The main thing I want to inspire people, man, is don't treat this business like a lottery scratch-off ticket. This is not a dollar lottery. You got to come into this business. It's not just seeing a dollar in a dream. You got to see this opportunity and work the opportunity. You've got to work it. You cannot sit back on your laurels and say, okay, I'm in. I got my web page up. I'm on Facebook. Let me kick back and just watch the checks come. No, you got to get out there. You have to talk to people. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to become that which you're looking to become. You have to put yourself out there so that you can be molded and go through whatever it is you got to go through so that you can be where you need to be. With that being said, Kerry, I appreciate you for moderating the hangout tonight, and for everybody who is on this hangout that have been invited. You see the link down there. You know what to do. All I'm saying to you is once you click this, don't treat it like a scratch-off ticket. Get to work immediately, and you too will see the difference in your life and the lives of other people that you touch. Have a great evening.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jeff. I know you can be long-winded, baby, but you just got to get, you blast it out, baby.
Yeah, man. First of all, I want to give a shout-out to you, Kerry, for hitting NSC. Baby, yeah. So we gotta definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's definitely a big thing for you. You, my sponsor. Thank you for bringing me in the building. Cause like without you, I wouldn't have been here, bro. That's big up to you. I learned a lot from you. You're wealth of knowledge. I want to give a shout out to my team, Trudy Gray. Charles Carter, Rachel Greer. She is a powerhouse, man, on the low. Trudy Gray is another powerhouse on the low, and her team. Renee's team is about to be big Rachel's team about to be big with her recruit Rachel, and then Charles Carter, my buddy in New York who come out there with me and hit the streets to put up these flyers, and that's basically what it is, man. That's it. I'm long-winded as out of wind.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, guys. Hey, without the team, hitting NSC and all these other things is not possible. All these ranks that these guys are hitting, it's not possible without helping some other people. As we go down, come on, Becky, let them know. Drop some names for us.
Okay. First of all, thank you, Kerry, for everything, and I want to thank Victoria for showing me the business, and it was like, wow, this is incredible. Who wouldn't do this? So I got in, and Mike Penny, he's another person on our team, and Greg Yakubowski, Sandra McLam, and there's so many Facebook friends I have that's like all in the family, and like I say, it's helping people, and you don't get to ASM by yourself. You've got the team behind you, and they can get there faster than you did, and they can pass you, and that's good because you don't leave them behind. With this company, you go with your go with the flow, and you go with your team. If you're on their team, you don't change every time you upgrade or every time you promote. The team goes with you. That's what I love about it, and I just love Vitel.
All right, thank you, Becky. Thank you.
Oh! I wanted. Sorry, I had to mention somebody else. Curtis Cross.
Can't leave out Curtis.
What can I say?
That's my boy. He be saying $1,000.
$1,000.
All right, thank you so much, Becky. Hey, go on real quick. Come on, Angel. I know there's some people that you want to thank. Let the people know.
Well, I want to thank Penny Kyle because she has been by my side every day, and she has really helped me come out. But she's just one of them. I want to thank Curtis Cross. Curtis Cross talks to me every day. I call him, and he's the bomb. He has motivated me. He has stood by my side. He professionally, he's just even just a friend. You know, you need just a pickup or whatever. Call Curtis Cross. He's going to motivate you. You're going to be shouting it from the mountaintop after you talk to him. I want to thank or shout out to Wendy Rahilly. She's going to be team leader by the end of the month. We're working on that for her. And I also want to thank Evelyn. She was one of my first recruits, and she's hung in there with me. And she's doing good. We're working together with her as well. And there's so many people I want to thank. So I'm just going to say, I thank God. I thank Vitel. I thank my Swana mentors. And I also want to say welcome to my new members and also my first Power Pack, Raina Love. Thank you.
Woo!
Woo, yeah!
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Ain't nothing like a Power Pack. You know what I'm talking about?
Like a Power Pack.
It pulls a punch.
It pulls a punch, baby. Congratulations.
Thank
Okay. Well, last but not least, okay, Mrs. Adriana.
No.
Adrian, dude.
Adrian.
Miss Jolly, because I can't get her name right. Okay. If I can't get it right, and I'm still making money, it don't matter.
Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody that's on the panel. Each of you have inspired me in some kind of way, either giving me some help in some type of way. I probably have come to you about something one way or another. So I just want to thank everybody that's here today. Bobby Jackson, he is a beast. He's a superstar. He's on my team. I want to give a shout out to him. He is a beast. He's awesome. Reginald Stinson, he is my mentor. He is just totally awesome. Everybody knows that. And Brandon Ivy, he has been a mentor to me also. He's taught me a whole lot of things, and he's taken me under his wing, after, because this is a business where you can't depend on your upline, because sometimes your upline is not going to be there. Sometimes they'll leave, and I've had that happen to me, and the whole village has kind of taken me under their wing to help me throughout, Vitel. So that's why I say I just want to thank the whole team, because I've had that happen, and everybody kind of grabbed the ball, took the ball, and ran with it. So I'm just thankful to everybody. So thank you.
Guys, with that said, man, I do apologize. We don't normally run this long, but you know what? There was a lot of emotion in the house, okay? And that's how we do here at Team Prosperity. Guys, this custom page you're looking at, you get that as part of being on Team Prosperity, the unit, okay? That way, you don't have to, you don't have to be the expert, okay? This is a third party exposure going on right now. We're here for you. Next week, same bat time, same bat channel, okay? We're going to have another full panel. I don't know who's going to be the host next week. I want to give congrats out to Mr. Reginald Stenson, my sponsor, Regional Vice President, okay? Just had a blessed baby girl, okay? She just dropped into the earth, what was it, yesterday?
Congratulations.
Okay? I am
Sunday.
so excited. When you're able to retire your wife, okay? He's retiring his wife because of Vitel. Okay.
All right.
He just had a new baby girl. Okay. Now is he worrying about, oh my God, my wife should keep her job because we need the insurance? No. He ain't worried about that, because you know what? Vitel is paying 6- and 7-figure income earners are being birthed out of Vitel, okay? Because that's what we have the ability to do, okay? Income disclaimer, you have to go to work. You heard it said over here. This ain't no lottery scratch off, guys. Okay? We normally wrap this thing up in an hour. Unfortunately, we had too much energy. Okay? We had energy spilled over from last week's Google Hangout. We went over the hour a lot of time. Hopefully somebody here got something. Okay? Hopefully somebody here got something. It may not have been my story. It may not have been Angela's story. Your lights may be on. You may have the great job. You may not have a great job. Your sponsoring, your other business may have quit. Whatever. We don't leave nobody behind. Let me tell you something. If you don't like the person that's leading you, guess what? You become the leader and you lead the people however you want to be led.
That's right.
Okay? Okay? That's all we do. Okay? If you don't like who's leading you, guess what? Go upline. If you don't like who's leading you after that, go upper upline. Okay? Because guess what? Sooner or later you're gonna get the Scott Rogers dog. That's gonna help you. So sooner or later you're gonna get to the CEO, and the CEO ain't gonna give up on you. Okay?
That's right.
We don't even got that problem here because we don't leave nobody behind. Team Prosperity, the unit, we went over a lot of time, but that's how we do. When Mr. Excitement's in the house, we just keep it up. Okay? I want to thank everybody for coming on. You know, Lou Smith, sorry we didn't get a chance to see you. Hopefully next week we can get you on $1,000. That's Coach Lou. She made it happen, but she got a $1,000 bonus. Just like Just Trills for putting in 3 Power Pack members. Okay, in 1 week. It is possible, guys. Get that $1,000 bonus. Go pay off some bills. Let Vitel pay off some bills. Go out there and bless somebody. Take your eyes off of yourself and go help somebody. You heard the passion in Becky's voice. Okay, you don't change. If something don't change, okay, you know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Okay. Let me give you the book or the audio of the day, okay? Anthony Robbins, okay? Unleash the power within. If you have not heard this man, it's not a should, it's a must. With that said, guys, Kerry, Mr. Excitement, National Sales Executive, Bronx, New York. Google Hangouts over. Get back to the person. Click join. Click the tour.
Have a good night.
Say good night.
Bye.
Get started today.
That's right.